That was the boss lady. Only this time she wasn't calling for more liquor in her cocktail.
Tranquila! Tranquila! Nós cuidamos disso.
Nice work. Hey, you need a hand?
No, you? Who the hell's Rodrigo?
I don't know, man. Thanks.
Somebody's gotta go find him.
Está tudo sob controle agora. Fica tranquilo.
I imagine the elevator doors opening to a firing squad.
Where you got him?
Once Bronco was out the door, all bets were off. I had to keep moving. It looked like they were taking him out through the basement. Maybe I still had a shot. Rodrigo was too rich a prop. They weren't far ahead. Once I opened the door, I'd actually have to come up with a plan. Another parking lot rattling with gunfire. Was I too late? I hadn't seen it coming, but that was no surprise. It's hard to keep your eye on the ball through the bottom of a glass. The doors had been... Son of a bitch.
Agora você tem que morrer! Chega! Que porra você tá fazendo? Estoura o cérebro dele, mano!
They were headed for the helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before Giovanna and Fabiana left on a one-way flight. I knew this was going to be a bad idea, but in the continued absence of any good ones, I decided to go with it. What a view. I guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holiday in the sun I'd been promised. At least I was getting shot at by a middle-class psychopath. These guys weren't messing around. This place was like Baghdad with G-strings. A couple of more seconds and I'd have given some poor street cleaner a crappy start to his day. Now, I had a ride to catch.
Pull me up! Porra, pelo amor de Deus!
All I said! Come on, come on! Jesus, Max, I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes! What the hell happened in there?
They jumped us. Same guys from the party, I think. They grabbed the girls, and Marcelo. But he's here now.
Yeah, don't worry about me, homie. I'm just a guy paying you lots of money to protect me.
Yeah, what were you drinking?
Bet your ass I was. You try staying in there for 5 minutes sober.
Oi, olha!
Look, there they are. She's making a run for him.
Come on, get him over!
Why is it ever since I started paying for protection, I feel a whole lot less protected?
You really want to talk about this now?
Move, you're gonna lose her.
Either way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
Isso está ficando vergonhoso! Ela não vai... Preciso de ajuda, cara!
Where the hell was Passos? We were two failed cops failing miserably at being bodyguards.
Come on, come on.
Eu sabia que essa porra ia dar merda! Quem foi o filho da puta que teve essa ideia de estado?
What am I, the button pusher?
Yeah. You're so good at it. Good job.
Just another day at the office, huh?
Should have known this wouldn't end well.
Didn't even begin well. It was hardly a textbook hostage exchange.
I guess I must have skipped that class. Okay, come on. Let's go.
Where the hell's he going?
What's that, man? I'm working here.
Heads up. Here come his friends. Something tells me we're heading in the right direction. Son of a bitch!
You okay?
About the same as before. Looking forward to getting out of this shithole.
We should keep moving.
It didn't sound like we were the only ones getting shot at. Who the hell had tipped these guys off? I didn't know what to think anymore. This town had more smoke and mirrors than a strip club locker room.
Check this out!
A little late to be giving him his last rites, don't you think?
Look at this flak jacket. This is high-end gear. These guys are seriously financed.
Yeah, I noticed. I'll get you one for Christmas. Come on, let's keep moving.
We've still got a sniper on us.
We'll deal with him first. I only got one shoulder left.
There's no time. The money will be long gone. We gotta stay on the guy with the bag.
I might have written the book on dumb ideas, but Passos sure wasn't afraid to quote from it.
Right behind you. Looks clear.
It was time to introduce our sniping pal to something more intimate and short range.
Look, I'll deal with the guys on the other side of the fence. You take the others.
Whatever you say.
Neves vai nos matar, hein? Se a gente não voltar com dinheiro, né? E a menina? Alguma alpinista.
Looks like some kind of maintenance elevator.
Where you headed?
I'm going up.
Hey, look out! You get another sniper on you! Is that what you call running? Get your ass in gear, bro! So let's go!
I made it.
How's it looking, Max? Get them off me, bro! Now take out the other two! Come on, Max! Put down this last one! That was too close. I'm getting inside before any more show up. I'm clear, Max. Damn, bro. That wasn't fun.
Listen to me, you head for the chopper. We need to be ready to get the hell out of here. I guess I'll stay on the money.
Sounds like a plan.
Bit late for a plan, pal.
God damn it!
Max?
Shit. Now we got another sniper on me. So let me deal with this guy first.
All right, bro. I'm moving too. Stay in touch.
Place was like Fort Knox.
Hey, Passos. Passos. I've got you on the security camera. Where are you?
I don't know. Somewhere in this goddamn stadium. Jesus.
What's going on there?
I think the guys that came to rob us are coming to finish the job.
Remind me again, who are these fine gentlemen?
Some kind of paramilitaries, I don't know.
Paramilitaries?
Right-wing guns for hire, ex-cops, military, I don't know. But they can handle weapons.
What's going on now?
Guy's pleading for his life. He's saying that Fabiana is being held at the docks of the Chete River. Jesus, they've shot him.
Well, there goes the money. Now we've lost the wife and $3 million. The boss will be giving us a raise at this rate.
Yeah, that's messed up, all right. Come on. We gotta get out of this place. Take care of that guy in the IT tower. I'll meet you at the chopper.
I'm gonna make a run for the light rig.
I had a hole in my second favorite drinking arm, and the only way we were likely to get Fabiana back now was in installments. Whoever our uninvited guests were, I was about done playing soul. There was only one way up there. Destroyed Sao Paulo's most hallowed place of worship. Looking back, it was strange how the cops never showed up, but things had a habit of only making sense to me, looking back long after I'd run out of time to fix them.
I see you! You're right on top of him! Jump the railing!
I don't know why I did it.
Okay, I'm moving!
I hope you all die!
I know he brought a fucking army down here.
We got the joint locked down! I'd like to see you handle that thing, Joe.
You're alone on that one. I'm still hoping I won't remember this tomorrow.
stopped. I told you to stop. Fine.
What do you mean we're fine? Come on, huh? I ain't waiting to see who else shows up. Come on.
It was hard seeing Brewer go out like that. But I got to thinking, it was what he was waiting for. A chance to make a difference. At least that's what helps me sleep at night. Up and out. Scramble away from what's left of your life over dead bodies and a few loose roof tiles. If I thought things through, I may have sat down and let myself burn right there. There were wrecks all around, and not the kind you fix up for a weekend project. These were the wrecks you cross the road to avoid.
And they're always one step ahead.
They don't need to second guess us when they're covering all the angles.
We gotta wade down to the street. Come on.
These chumps have been chopping up cars around the corner from my apartment for the last year. The ex-cop in me clocked it months ago, but the deadbeat in me didn't give a shit.
What the fuck? Oh, shit! Oh, he's shooting at him! Go! There they are! Split out! Let's go!
I'm fine with the leather.
There's plenty here. Go and beg it.
This don't show the blood so much.
Must have forgotten about those.
How's this look?
So far, I'd managed to keep a low profile, a bit out of character for a guy who's only comfortable with a bottle of whiskey or a gun in his hand. I didn't want to think about what would be happening on that video. I had to keep moving. I hoped.
Essa mina que ela já viu demais, hein? Não, velho, não. O irmão já falou, velho. Ele quer
I was in a cocaine factory, but I'd stick to the depressants. Seen Fabiana in a worrying amount of time, but at least I wasn't following a trail of her fingers. company! How much longer, I don't know.
Yeah! Fucking look over here!
Okay. There's another boat the damn way! I can't get a shot! Keep after them! Give it some thought! We need to get past that decoy boat!
Shit! Grenade! Grenade!
Down! Doesn't look so good.
Fuck, man! One of the edges is gone! Give me a second!
A second is about all we got. Keep cool!
I think you'll go if you give us a second. Fuck!
These trucks ain't too friendly, pal.
Maybe you should stop playing nice with them then.
Get us out of here!
Hey, that's them. We're back.
Nice job. I'm sure they missed us. That's us will be right! Look out! Get in that booth! Damn it!
Hey, I got an idea. Hold on. How many poor kids want nice sneakers? It ain't hard to hire. Hey, we're on them again.
See, Fabian? Move up on them!
All right. I'll get us a little closer.
Close in!
Just give me a second.
Que fala, rapaz?
Get down behind the desk, now, both of you.
The real security guards had been run off, paid off, or bumped off. That left us. It wasn't a fantastically comforting thought.
This code should get us in.
Glad to see the security system is keeping the right people out.
Oh shit! What the is?
Are we dead?
No such luck. We gotta go.
It's through here.
Hey, the server room is just past those cubicles.
Fix this or what?
In a few minutes, eh? I should be able to reboot the system, get all the components back online.
What about Bronco's office? That's all I care about.
We should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
Whatever you're doing, do it quick. I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's.
The security system was back online. Things might be a little tougher for our fan club. Bronco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out.
Max!
There it went. He was tucked up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth. If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death. Look at me. I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being held in some hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. Shit. If I survived this, it'd be a victory for gross incompetence.
Você! sabe o caminho pra sair daqui?
The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency. Come on, come on!
Preciso de cobertura aqui!
Rodrigo or not, Fabregas Bronco is falling apart quite literally. Despite his manners, I'd done him a favor. This didn't look like a room where Rodrigo closed multi-million-dollar deals. It looked like a fiery hellhole.
Empurra! Empurra mais forte se quiser sair dessas perucas!
So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week. I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint. I could hear a woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd have felt worse taking someone's medication if everybody in that place hadn't been trying to kill me.
Tá faltando uma loira gelada. Você falou que ia buscar, porra. Pô, eu falei pra esse otário aqui 3 vezes, aí até agora nada.
Vai tomando seu cu, rapaz. Vai buscar cerveja seca. Que porra que você tá fazendo?
Ó, os malandros botaram a sua mão numa coisa.
Porra!
That much security, it had to be. All of a sudden, I didn't need that time by myself. Passos was down the hill and I had to catch up to him. I knew I shouldn't have gone there, and that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
Sorry, I just had to say goodbye.
You okay?
I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after us.
Got that feeling too.
I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago. That's why I was here.
There he is! The money's mine! That's if there's anything left to identify the bodies with.
I respond well to being blown to bits!
Don't move! Please, somebody kill that dick right there! Go! I'll be alright! No, it's not!
energy for an encore? Let's move!
Come on, hey, wake up, let's go.
There he is. Hey, how you doing? You heard about the thing? $100,000. Stop fucking around. I'm not either. You know what? I don't trust Joey.
The troops had arrived. Either DeMarco had thrown an army at this job, or he'd put a high enough bounty on our heads to attract every contract-buying scumbag on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know who whacked them? Huh? I got hollow points. Yeah, look, we all got hollow points. Look, we'll split the bounty nice and even, all right? All right? Fair. That's all. I look like a fucking socialist. An aid worker? We'll work it out together, okay? Look, cuz, how long we been doing this?
I'm not giving no handouts.
Not asking for a handout. We're out here working.
Whatever. Shut up, whatever.
Don't shut up.
you say.
There he is! Right?
Just look,
Joe!
Oh! Come here!
Fuck me!
Passos had put some distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow.
I love New York too! This guy's luck is running out! Go get him! I'm coming!
I think I'm done saying my goodbyes. Let's get out of here.
Hey, thanks, bro! You got my back, man! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess. Sure, right up to the moment. We'd come in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze!
As opposed to what? Disco dance?
Shut the fuck up, half-caste. Turn around. Turn around. Move. Move! Hold it! That way, you fucking jokers. Move!
Where are we going?
Hey, take it easy.
You killed my son. You killed my fucking son. My boy. My only...
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
appropriate.
Hey, psst, this way. Up there. Go on. Go, go, go. You go first.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.
This place looks about as good as any to make a stand.
At least the coroner won't have to go far to go to...
Can't move here, Max! You gotta get up there and take him out! Shit, Max! This is bad!
The odds of me getting out of there alive, let alone Giovanna and Marcello, were narrowing with every passing second.
Quem é você? O que você quer?
I was still alive, and still not all that happy about it. Why did the easy way out never come? Maybe I thought I didn't deserve it.
Você tá me tirando, porra!
Alguma coisa, seu filho da puta!
Jesus Christ, these bastards weren't playing games.
Pega, porra! No chão!
I couldn't make much sense of what I was seeing, but I had the feeling it wasn't that strange for anyone else. I had no option but to take the scenic route. These charmers weren't there to make a couple of arrests. They were bussing them out by the dozen. But who was I to cast judgment on proper police procedure and justifiable use of force?
Puxão! Essa puta aqui!
Traz essa
Não
puta
posso
aí.
esperar pra sair daqui.
História de merda. Eles nunca aprendem a lição.
Traficantes e viciados, né? Espero o quê?
seemed like as good a place as any to lie low and get my bearings. Problem was, some other fine gentleman had the same idea. I'd gone from out of luck to unarmed and shit out of luck. Another reminder, not that I needed one, that any low point can always go lower, as my new friends were about to find out. It was Sao Paulo's finest and a busload of lucky winners they'd picked out earlier. I decided I might as well follow them. I was lost and they were going somewhere, and it was the closest I was going to get to a plan. Where were they taking them? Did they have Marcelo and Giovanna? Was this just an average favela raid or something more? When all you're left with is questions, I guess your only option is to go with your gut. And my gut was telling me that band of merry men would lead me to some answers. Answers I'd soon wish I'd never received. What was going on here? They looked like the same paramilitaries from the stadium in office attacks. Something felt wrong. In fact, everything felt wrong. Anytime those guys decided to join the party, you could be sure it wasn't gonna end in a piñata and a slice of cake. What the fuck was this? The vigilantes doing an exchange with the death squad cops? Were they buying people? What the hell for? None of this made too much sense. These two were serious operatives. One was a band of hired killers and the other supposed to keep the peace. Yet they were doing deals. Now I had to find Giovanna and Marcelo. Without a better plan, I thought I'd better follow this bastard.
Não faz isso não, viu? Por favor, não faça isso não. Vamos acabar com essa porra. Cala a boca, sua puta. Vem pra cá.
Here was
Get down. Stay out of sight.
Disperse e procure por toda parte. Temos que achar a menina.
Filho da porra! Posso entrar! Caralho!
Okay?
Yeah. I can't do this. Oh my God, Max.
Come on.
What's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, but we gotta get the hell out of here. Let's go.
We're not going to make it, are we?
We'll be fine. We just gotta lay low till Passos gets here.
This wasn't looking good. What the hell were Giovanna and Marcelo thinking going in there by themselves? Guess their plan was no more idiotic than mine, and I couldn't really fault them for losing faith in the Broncos security detail.
Just check this. We need to get out of the open.
A barely recovering alcoholic and an unarmed pregnant woman. We were hardly a SEAL team. I put our life expectancy at 5 minutes.
Hey,
If we were lucky.
if you can lift me up there, I'll see if I can lower it down.
All right.
Ready, go. You got it? Giovanna was a brave girl. She wasn't giving up. And I guess that meant neither could I. Well done.
De nada.
Stay close and keep quiet. God damn it!
Na sacada!
Oh, no, get down!
Pelo amor de Deus!
Mete fogo nele!
What?
I was getting good at this.
Tá lá, menina! Vem!
I can't hold on! Are you okay?
I think so. There must be a way to drop those stairs down.
Wait a second. I'm going to try something.
Good. Come on. Let's get the hell away from here. Go on. It's okay. I'm right behind you.
There's someone down there. Why are they doing this, Max? This is so fucked up!
Our day had started with us hiding in filth, and got progressively worse. My luck was running true to form. Or rather, I was running true to form.
Should we wait here for Passos?
No, it's not safe enough. Come on. Damn it.
Max!
Quiet!
You're the one breaking in.
No, you're the one breaking in. Come on. Get your leg up. All right. Got it? Open the door.
Shh. Listen, listen.
Check it out. You stay here.
bus before?
Of course I haven't.
Ever shot anybody?
No.
Well, it's drive or shoot, sister, and right now, I reckon I'll be better at the shooting. Come on, you can do this. All right, now listen to me. When I give you the word, I want you to slam it into gear, full on the gas, and drive us the hell out of here.
What?
Just drive the fucking thing straight and keep on going. Relax. You can do this. Ready? Go.
I can't control this thing!
You're doing fine.
Oh my god!
Try to stay calm. Keep going.
I don't know what I'm doing!
Just keep your foot on the gas.
Cuidado!
Careful. Try to keep us straight.
Hurry! No, no! Oh no! Ah! Max!
Yeah, I see it.
No, no! Cuidado!
Fine.
Oh, I can't control this thing! Look, Pablo!
Just drive.
Ah!
Hold on. We're okay. We're okay. You good?
Yes.
That's a handy piece of driving. We gotta get out of here. Quick. Son of a bitch. Quick. Come on. Giovanna, go. I need you to get up to the roof of this building and get the Passos. Tell them to wait for me. Now go. Jump. Go.
¡Encontré a uno!
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit. Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. how to shut off the fuel feeds. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference. There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed. So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone. The boat was well appointed.
¡Puta, aquí no hay nada!
I had to save some valuables. Pirates wouldn't get everything. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through. There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
I'm moving! Vámonos! Come on! Shoot me this way!
Come on!
These are pros, man! Get it covered!
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been a cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
You know!
¡Suélteme, gringo loco! my own private welcoming party.
Acerta ele! Mete a mão no gatilho com gosto!
Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção!
Avançar com o meu comando! Sai fora do pessoal! Cobertura! Pega ele! Isso não vai ter final feliz pra você, mano!
I knew this thing was bigger than me, bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture, like looking in a mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees, a bad caricature of a better man. Ufe, that deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crush of Prado. Now I just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Quick. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution. This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what demolição meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one. I'd seen some dark shit in my time. Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now. That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Vai, vai, rápido, rápido, vai! abertura!
It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Está me achando que quero te matar? Por favor, eu te fiz uma...
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision. Wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off. They were headed my way. Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer. I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. I still didn't... Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell, and my eyes and throat burned. Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto aqui.
Felt like my vacation was coming to. These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down. Opened at the other end of the departure lounge. To get those things past the TSA. didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. Felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes. Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express. The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me. This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
Uma boa viagem, senhor.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker!
Mr. Payne!
Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Look! There's a whole team of them! Eyes right! Come on! Don't give up!
Come on! It's got a flight to catch!
It's not going to take off without the car! Ay! Shit!
That about sums it up.
They're blocking the runway! You can't care much about rights if you're trying to get back!
I don't get the sense that citizens' rights are high on their agenda right now.
They behave like an army and they're equipped like one! Shit! Right there! Totally a behind-the-desk kind of cop!
If only I'd been one of them too.
This don't look good!
Don't worry. Borders closed. Them! Your career's coming down with that plane. Let's get it over with.